obviously, the run-up to the wedding, there are a lot of things that needed to be done, a lot of decisions that needed to be made. And of course, important decisions that aren't needed to be made was the selection of the best man, which he couldn't find one, so he picked two slightly good ones instead. The other one's going to talk to you for a bit.
Thank you very much. Now, we have already thanked the bridesmaids, but I would like to say that they look absolutely stunning today. And I would also like to thank the ushers for their fantastic work earlier. Bridesmaids look beautiful, but of course they're only the second most beautiful women here today, because of course the bride looks absolutely stunning. I would like to say that today is an especially sad day for all single men out there. As such a beautiful woman is leaving the available list. And I'm sure all the single women out there will look at the groom and think, well, the day is not really passing by without much of a ripple, is it? I would like to take this once in a lifetime opportunity to reveal to you all of Mark's past history. Unfortunately, I played a part in most of these, and I would hate to tarnish my impeccable reputation. So instead, I'm going to keep things very, very short by talking about Mark's achievements. Mark at St. George's. Mark at St. George's had an almost superhuman status. At the hint of a disaster, he would be in there like a flash. The hint of trouble, he'd be there. Like I remember there was a time when the sprinklers just started, and they were threatening to flood the rugby pitches. Ladies and gentlemen, it was him who jumped on them to stop the sprinklers flood. Of course, he was wrapped in sellotape and he didn't so much jump as was thrown. But the general effect was the same. I would also like to make one very, very big announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark's record of 18 minutes locked inside a locker is still a school record. Basically, because since then, Andy hasn't been able to persuade anyone else to get inside. And after that, Mark attended, in the loosest possible sense of the word, Leicester University, where his studies were wide and varied and made him fairly well. But Mark's studies on chicken tikka masala viscosity, naan bread absorbency, and the fluid dynamics of a snake white and black will always be appreciated in life. Now, me and Mark have had many nights out over the years. Some of them good, some of them bad. And when Andy's joined us, some of them ugly. But I have not yet been able to find that secret magical ingredient that makes Mark collapse after 3 pints of lager. Now, Mark has had such a very varied life. And I'm sure we'll agree that if anyone was to ever write a book on him, the book would be entitled Geeks Can Marry Beautiful Women Too. Seriously, Mark's been a fantastic friend to me for the 9 or 10 years that I've known him. And there are a few things that I've appreciated about him: his kindness, his honesty, his loyalty. But most of all, it's his appreciation of quality. Mark, you have really surpassed yourself today. Because you have found a woman of true quality in faith. And I hope that you'll be happy for a long, long time. Now, I would now like to hand you over to the second best man. I mean, best man number 2.
There's one thing that Pete has yet to mention about St. George's, which was called girls, which is naturally a rather tender subject for adolescent boys, which we were at the time. And now, of course, we are responsible young adults. We were, three of us, were fairly fortunate while we were at St George's in that we were largely able to avoid the potential distraction to our schoolwork girls provided. That's of course exactly what we planned. So it came as something of a surprise when, during one of our get-togethers during university holiday, well, brought this girl along. Now, naturally, we assumed at first he was his probationer. possibly a sophisticated robot he had built as part of his course, but no, it turned out that she was indeed actually his girlfriend, who then became his fiancée, and now has the honour of telling Mark exactly when and why he was sleeping on the sofa. I think if we'd have got together while we were at St George's and tried to guess who would be the first person to get married, we wouldn't have picked one. But we'd have been wrong. And after today, after seeing the smile on your face, which has been there for most of the day, but there was a blind panic, seeing that smile, which says to me that he's the happiest man in the world ever. After seeing that, I am very happy to have been wrong. There's been a lot of thanks thrown about already today, but I would like to say one more thank you to Kate for putting that smile on my friend's face. This is kind of similar to the one you got. I'm saying both of you, and this is doctor's orders. I may not be a doctor, but I know doctors. Doctor's orders to maintain those smiles on each other for a long time. I expect you to regularly in the future. And I'm sure I will.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's taken us 6 months to prepare this speech, and I'm sure you're feeling like you've been listening to it equally as long. But I would like you to charge your glasses now. Hold them up to Mark and Kate. May your happiness be complete. May your marriage be long. And may every wedding speech that you listen to be shorter and funnier than ours. Mark and Kate.
Who wins?
19.
9.5.
13. Nice.
Nice.
9 has it.
9 has it.
Thank you very much.
I think that's about the one.
I say thank you very much.
Universal